Hey guys, it's Joanna here. Today I have Anna, who is a Jiu-Jitsu blue belt under Bruno Barbosa. So the reason why I got you in today is because I want you to teach the audience really simple self-defense moves just in case they get into situations where they need to protect themselves. So what can we expect from you today?
So we're going to look at very simple moves that do not require strength, because sometimes the victim cannot overpower the aggressor.
Correct.
Because they might be larger and a lot stronger physically. So we're going to look at very efficient moves that you can employ and you can learn very easily.
Okay, so pretty much they are really simple moves, things that everybody can learn.
Yes, for
correct?
sure. Yes.
And so what's going to happen is I'm going to be the aggressor and Anna, you're going to be the victim.
Yes.
Okay, so I know I'm going to be in a lot of pain.
No, she's not.
Right, let's get straight into the 5 moves every woman should know.
So the first move we're going to look at is if we're walking on the street and somebody just grabs our arm.
Right, so say I grab you here.
Yes. So what you're going to do is you're going to put your hands over the person's fingers, over the knuckles, and you're going to swing your arm to grab their wrist. And once you're in this position, you will push down.
So the aggressor should fall down onto the
Yes,
floor.
so the aggressor will fall down because of the pressure. So if you try and stand up, you can't.
Right.
And then you can disengage and you can back
Run
away.
away.
Yes.
Yeah. So the goal is not to show off, but to protect
Yes.
yourself and then run
So
away.
the goal is essentially to disengage from the person and to remove yourself from the situation.
Okay.
It's not to stay and fight.
Right. And why would someone usually, like, say, grab someone?
So essentially, when they grab you, they want to control you. So you're not going to give the control to them. You have to remember that if you're a victim in this situation, you have to control what happens next. So if he wants your arm,
Yeah, instead of pushing away.
so instead of pulling it away, you hold him down towards your wrist. So you take control back from the situation. And then you swing it and you hold the wrist and then you push it downwards. All right, so the second move is if you're out and somebody just comes up to you, puts their arm around you.
Okay, so let's say, hey, what's up, girl?
Yeah, exactly. So again, this has happened. He's come into your space and he's trying to take control of your body. You can see his hips are against your hips and he's trying to control you.
So instead of pushing away, take control as well.
Exactly. So instead of pushing him away and trying to run, so you grab the wrist, you hold it down, and you just hold the person's shoulder here. Then you turn back and you swing the arm behind. And from this position, you would push down on the knee and then you disengage.
Okay, right. Shall we just do that once more for the audience to really see?
Yes.
So, right.
All right, so you would grab the wrist to control, and then you would grab.
So both arms, you're controlling both arms
So you're
right
controlling both arms. So essentially, if he wanted to run now, he could.
Let's say if I really want to like push you away.
Yeah,
Okay.
so I've taken control of the situation, all right? Then I'd swing back and I'd hold your arm against your back.
Okay, against my back here. Yep.
And then I would kick behind your knee to make you fall. And then I'd disengage and I'd run off.
All right. Right, let's do it fast. Okay, ready? Hey girl. Oh, okay, right. And now you would run away.
And then I would run away, yes. If somebody comes and grabs your hair,
Yeah, like really
it's
aggressively.
really hard, right? And it's hard in this situation because your first response is to try and flee,
Yeah, or to grab someone's hair back.
but you can't really run when somebody pulls you back this way. So you'd swing your arm over.
Ouch!
Essentially make them fall.
Okay, so if someone grabs your hair, instead of grabbing their hair back,
Yeah. So then, all right, so you'd swing your arm and you see how I sort of
I'm
let
definitely in an awkward position right now.
I let the wrist go,
Yep.
just below,
Yep.
I mean the elbow, and then I push up.
Okay, and the person should fall.
And in this situation, I can punch your face and then I can run off.
Right. Okay. So if ever you get into a cat fight, you know what to do.
Yes.
No. This is to protect yourself, not to be aggressive.
This happens a lot when you're walking on your own and somebody just comes up to you and they just grab you from behind, right? And a lot of women will panic here because they've controlled.
They would do that.
They might. So, because someone's controlled your shoulders,
Yeah.
and the person has control of you essentially, right? So,
Right, let me
this
do
is
that
what
to
you should do. We should step.
Okay. Someone comes up to you.
All right. The first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna make sure that you don't want to get choked. So you're going to grab the wrist,
Okay.
and you're gonna drop down. So
Right.
you're heavy now, yeah?
Yep.
And you always have to make sure your face is turned to the side.
Why?
Because if I was still facing forward, there's a choke right there.
Okay, so protect yourself first.
Yes, because even if I have my wrists, my hands here, if he's really strong, that will go. So I have to secure that, squat and be heavy, turn my neck, and then go behind you. All right? Then I would grab behind your knees.
Okay.
All right? And you see how my center of gravity is low and I'm already kind of lifting you?
Yep.
Then you pick them up
And
you'd go
drop them down. And if you do it this fast, it's gonna really injure someone because that person is gonna fall
and
flat.
if you're on the street, it's gonna hurt
Yeah.
because they're gonna drop onto concrete.
Yep. And you don't need strength because you're using.
You don't, because I'm low and I'm using my center of gravity to lift you up.
Okay. And so what happens from here?
So from here, if we were talking from jiu-jitsu point of view, I would go to side control and then I'd go to knee on belly.
Okay.
And I'd disengage and run away. Sometimes you're unlucky and the fight comes to the ground.
Yep.
Because he's a lot stronger and he's managed to take control of you. And now he's trying to choke you. Okay? So I would control both the elbows and push down.
Yep.
Then I would put my legs up over your shoulders.
Right.
And I would bring my hips up.
Okay. Right. So essentially what has just happened to the aggressor?
So what happens to the aggressor is that your elbows are being controlled and pushed inwards.
Yep.
And then I'm using this like a pivot.
Okay, so you're breaking
So essentially I'm breaking.
the elbows. Yep. Okay, so let's do that for the audience to see once more. Let's break it down.
Okay.
So let's say if you end up in this situation,
Yes.
the aggressor is
So-
trying to choke you.
Yes. So the first thing I want to do is before you even put your arms around, your hands around my neck, I want to secure you. Again, I don't want you to run away. So I would close my legs into a closed guard. That's what we call it in jiu-jitsu. All right? Then with your hands on my neck, I would control both your elbows.
So bring the elbows close together.
Yes.
Okay.
So bring the elbows inwards and I'd push down.
Push down, yep.
All right? Then I throw my legs over your shoulders
Okay.
and I would lift my
Right.
hips up.
Got it.
Yes.
So essentially what you're doing is closing everything and breaking.
Yes. So I'm keeping control of your elbows and I'm pinning your wrist down and I'm lifting it with my hips.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then once he is in pain, or the aggressor is in pain,
Yeah. Then I would, so after that happens, and let's say I've broken your arms, I would let go, I'd kick away, and then I'd get up and run.
And run.
Yes.
I am in pain, okay? I felt that if you were to put a little bit more pressure, I would have broken a lot of bones. So these are really simple, effective, and efficient moves which female can basically learn. They don't need a lot of strength, correct?
Exactly. So we're not using strength at all in this situation. We're just using leverage, we're dropping our center of gravity down, and we're finding efficient moves to disengage from the situation and to run away.
Yeah, so instead of getting panic and trying to just push your aggressor away, take control.
Yes.
All
So
right.
take control of the situation you've been put into and come out on top.
Thank you so much, Anna.
Thank
you
you.
so much for coming over and teaching us these really effective moves.
Yes.
So don't forget to follow Anna on her Instagram page for a lot more cool jiu-jitsu moves.
Yes, so you can follow me on Shahina's Halim. And we've also recently started a specific Instagram page for female athletes, female jiu-jitsu athletes in Malaysia. It's called Malaysian Jiu-Jiteras, and you can follow us there too.
Be sure to check it out right above here. All the links will be in my description box below. I had fun and I'm in pain.